welcome to the 36th Annual Edmonton Pride Parade Festival.
Happy
I'm your
Pride.
host, Dana Giesbrecht.
And I'm Darren Hagen.
And we are so happy to be here. It is a fabulous, beautiful, gorgeous day in Edmonton.
It's a perfect day for a parade.
Full of rainbows. Darren,
There's rainbows everywhere, but not rain in sight.
no rain in sight. And we're talking a little bit about the history behind this parade. Darren, I know you've been experiencing Pride for many, many years. I'm not going to say how many, but like quite a few in Edmonton.
A lot, yes.
Walk us back through your first Pride to how far we've come today.
Well, I remember the first Pride was snaking its way towards Gazebo Park down one of the side streets, and there was a couple of floats, and people were afraid to actually be videotaped on camera. And there was actually some people that wanted to march, but didn't want to be seen or recognized, so they actually wore paper bags over their heads. And now we have thousands, tens of thousands of people out there watching. It's just amazing to see how far we've come.
We've come so far. The streets are filled. Almost 100 floats from different businesses, political parties. We have every walk of life. The banks, it's just the list goes on and on of how many different organizations are participating in the Edmonton Pride Festival this year.
Everybody wants to be involved.
It's just so nice to see, hey?
There's a lot of stuff happening, and it's not just, we're going to be here to give you some color commentary on some of the floats as they go by, but we're not the only ones, are we? We've actually got some roving reporters happening.
Yes, we have the beautiful Vanity Fair and the effervescent Jordan Hartner on street level.
Hi guys, so just so there's no confusion, I am Vanity Fair and this is the lovely Jordan joining me with Shaw TV. And it is your first Pride this year, isn't it, my dear?
I hate to admit it, but yes, and I'm so excited though.
Pride is so much fun, especially with Shaw. We're going to have a blast today, and I see you got the flower email.
Yes, I did. Actually, a lady, two girls came around from Stock's Greenhouse, so they gave this to me. Thank you, ladies.
Perfect. Little flowers, mine are silk, but you know they have to hold up in the heat. And we've got Pride tattoos going on. The more glitter, the better here at Pride. Really, that's the way it goes, right? We have beautiful weather. We couldn't ask for better weather, so it's going to be an exciting afternoon. Are you happy? Excited?
Looking forward to it, and we're going to be on street level bringing you a lot of fun and a lot of people because it is happening down here right now.
And a little debauchery too, maybe, right, girl? Back to you guys in the booth. Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks so much, guys. Now, a highlight from last year. I know Vanity still sparkles, not just her lips and her makeup. When she talks about this, she got to interview Justin Trudeau before
That's right.
he became
Justin
the
Trudeau
Prime
was here last
Minister.
week because it was an election year, of course. So we had all the leaders here, and it was kind of amazing because she managed to totally grab Justin Trudeau as he was walking by. I'm so jealous.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
so jealous.
And I don't think we're going to have Justin coming through the parade this year. But if you want to follow any of the activity that's going on with the Edmonton Pride Parade Festival and our coverage here on Shaw TV, we have our hashtag on the screen for you. You can also tweet us at Shaw TV EDM. And we're going to be taking photos throughout the parade and just covering every aspect, angle, and as much as possible.
Awesome.
Today.
Are there going to be photos of us? Because I noticed when I was watching the opening credits, there was a lot of photos of Vanity and none of us.
I know. But
What the
she
heck? Do I
always
have to wear a
steals
wig
the
that
show.
big?
Yes, you do.
Apparently.
And your mermaid tail that
And
you
my
were telling
mermaid
me
tail.
about.
I should have brought that.
Well, speaking of mermaids, we're going to head into the water in a moment here to learn a little bit about making waves. They are the parade marshals this year.
That's amazing. Now, they're actually hosting a big event that's happening in Edmonton this year, aren't they, in August?
Yes, so get this. The Gay and Lesbian Aquatic Championships are taking place in Edmonton at the Edmonton Kinsman Rec Center, August 8th to the 14th. And talk a little bit, Darren, what does this group do? They're swimmers, but what
Making
are they
waves
all about?
They're all about creating a safe space for LGBTQ people to be able to sort of participate in sports. As we know, sports is one of the last bastions of old homophobia, and there's a lot of people, queer people, who wanted to be involved in sports organizations but never felt like they could because it was such a rough place for gay people to be involved in. So ultimately, Making Waves and Team Edmonton have created a safe space for everyone to be able to pursue their interests, any kind of athletic interest at all. So
it's so incredible to see because even if you think about other sports organizations in the city, this past January, February, we saw the Edmonton Oilers come out with their Pride tape.
That's right.
Andrew Ference was all over the community talking about how even our biggest sports teams in the communities were making sure that they supported our gay and lesbian individuals here in Edmonton.
it's amazing. It's really, I got to say, as ancient as I am, it's nice to have a foot in the past and a foot in the future because I'm actually seeing the world changing. Now, we've just been notified the parade is coming around the corner now.
Finally.
Oh my goodness, here we are. Here we
Look
are.
at
So we'll
this.
start with the Grand Marshals.
Here we have the Grand Marshals coming through, our first banner. And as you can see, they are the Edmonton Pride Festival Society, proudly supported by the community.
This is the Making Waves as their Grand Marshals this year. Last year, of course, it was Michael Fair, you know, the Edmonton Queen. I call the other Edmonton Queen, I like to call him. Now, Making Waves, this is their 10th year involved in the Pride Parade, and look at that float. And just as I expected, there are Speedos. There, I knew there would be.
Oh, look at the cute little girls with their rainbow flags on the sidelines. It's so nice to see the families come out, babies and strollers and the pets. We saw a Chihuahua wearing a rainbow earlier today.
It never fails, does it?
No, it
Now,
doesn't.
Making Waves Aquatics Club is Edmonton's master swim club and water polo team for the LGBTQ community and their friends. Since 1999, they've fostered participation in aquatic sports in a gay-positive environment, supportive of all athletes from beginners to competitive swimmers.
And yeah, this year they will host the largest gay and lesbian sporting event in Alberta's history, the 2016 International Gay and Lesbian Aquatics Championships. And once again, like I said earlier, that is taking place at the Kinsman Sports Centre, August 8th to the 14th.
And what it will involve is athletes from around the world competing in swimming, diving, water polo, synchronized swimming.
Oh,
my
I
God,
love that.
I love synchronized swimming. I'm so jealous. Open water swimming and the famous pink flamingo, TM. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means, but we were talking earlier about choreography. I'm terrible when it comes to choreography, Darren. You yourself, you've participated in so many dance troupes that you were saying it's part of who you are, and it's nice to see that it all comes
muscle
together.
memory.
But can you imagine doing it in the pool with the
Oh my
team
God,
underwater?
I would love to do that. I do have a really good story that I could tell sometime about taking my mermaid tail into a dunk tank and almost drowning.
I love it. I'm going to remind you of that
I'll
later.
save that for afterwards.
Check out the rhythm and the excitement and the energy on this float right here. Our Grand Marshals making waves,
That's
and they
a
are getting the
great
party
way to
started.
open the parade, isn't it?
How many Speedos can you count?
I don't know, but it looks like any Saturday night at Evolution Wonder Bar.
Oh, I think I recognize some faces in the crowd already. I believe that is my friend Matt of Moonshine Donuts. He's just off screen, a little bit ahead of this guy in the blue Speedo. But as you can hear, that's a lot of cheering going on.
A lot of fun. Well, that's a nice splashy way, if you pardon the pun, to open up our Pride Parade. Look at the crowds lining the streets this year.
I know.
That's one of our biggest turnouts that we've ever had.
I think it's incredible the amount of work that all of these organizations put into their floats. Even those blown up balloon letters.
Yeah.
It takes so much work to put these pieces together. Every element is time consuming, but it goes to show how much time these organizations put into making a huge effort every year.
There's a lot of dedication involved, and I would imagine some of these organizations have been planning this for weeks, if not months, to get ready for tonight.
Of course. And oh my God, who do we have here?
Okay, now here we have the Canadian Forces.
Yes.
Now this is their second year. Last year was their very first year. They had a tank last year, if I remember correctly. Now the Canadian Forces are the armed forces of Her Majesty, raised by Canada, and consist of one service called the Canadian Armed Forces. And last year was a momentous event in the Canadian Armed Forces because they actually raised a pride flag.
Awesome. Yeah, it's so
on one
great.
of the bases.
And they are our second float in the parade today. Happy to be here. I love the berets, waving their hands, getting people excited, following our parade marshals, making waves. And it's just so nice to see that the streets are filled with people.
It's amazing. The guys look very handsome in their uniforms, and the girls.
And the girls,
And
yeah.
the girls.
Yes, definitely. And once again, there are almost 100 different float and parade entries this year.
And
so
here we have the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. This is their second year in the parade. Last year was their absolute first year. I didn't know they had a boat. That's kind of cool.
yeah.
Now, the RCMP, of course, provides law enforcement at a federal level in Canada and on a contract basis to the 3 territories. Last year, again, was a momentous occasion. Oh, no, this year, actually. They actually raised a pride flag this year, yesterday in Edmonton, for the very first time at the K Division headquarters.
That's absolutely incredible.
These pride flag raisings, they sound like not a big deal, but they're actually a very momentous occasion for the queer community because it means that for a long history, there's always been resistance between the two groups, and to see that all sort of fade away as equality becomes sort of the norm.
And here we have some horses following the RCMP
This
in the
is
carriage.
YEG Two Spirit, so this would be the two-spirited community being represented here.
And what exactly does this community do?
Well, the two-spirited community, we've got lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, intersex. The two-spirited community comes from the First Nations world, and it's actually a very ancient term to describe someone who's equally at home in the masculine or feminine guise. or in embracing both of your personas, both elements of your personality.
I love it. And the gorgeous regalia that everyone is wearing.
Looks very nice.
Yes, yes. So much energy. Oh, we can see some of our cameramen on the street working away. It's not too hot, it's not too cold, the weather is perfect, and let's just listen to the cheering for a moment here. It's a beautiful sound, isn't it?
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Now here we have the new Democrat Party. They've always been a proud supporter of the LGBTQ community through real action like advocacy and awareness campaigns, adopting policy aimed at removing barriers, and our commitment to engage and support LGBTQ candidates. And of course, we have Rachel Notley herself. I think Jordan Hertner is going to take this one away.
In a second here, I
level.
just wanted to comment on all the orange. Look at all that orange. It's amazing. Oh, and here we are with Rachel.
Thanks so much, Dana and Darren. I'm joined with Rachel Notley with the NDP. First of all, it's been a crazy month for you. How exciting is it to be here?
Oh, it's so great to see so many happy people coming out to support each other and to celebrate inclusiveness and diversity in such a positive way. And it's just, I love my city and happy Pride.
Well, thank you for being here. We're so excited. Just curious, though, what are you looking forward to most, just being around these people and being supported?
Well, I mean, I think everybody, needs to take some time out, no matter how tough the times are, to remember what's important, and it's about supporting each other and being out, being with friends, and being good to one another, and that's what this is all about.
Enjoy the weather, keep smiling, keep walking, and have a great day. Back to you guys.
Wonderful.
Rachel.
Thanks so much, Jordan. What do you have to say about Rachel?
I'm just so impressed with her. I'm amazed and impressed as well by the comportment and the class that she's used in dealing with all the Fort McMurray stuff that's been happening in the last little while. So it's really kind of amazing. And she's, I believe, no, she was the second premier to actually of Alberta, third premier of Alberta to actually be in the Pride Parade festivities.
And look at the size of this rainbow flag we have. I think I remember playing that game with bouncy balls from my kindergarten days. And they're doing it while moving.
That's not easy.
Impressive.
Now,
here we have TD. It's one of our major sponsors of the Edmonton Pride Parade.
Now, of course, TD is committed to building an inclusive, barrier-free environment where every customer and employee feels valued, respected, and supported.
Look at that mascot. What is that thing?
I don't know.
It's a green, I guess it's their logo.
It's like a bank machine walking down the street.
And all of the volunteers from every organization in the city that comes down and participates in the Pride Parade, these are people that are just taking time out of their weekend to show the support for the LGBTQ community. And again, the amount of hours that go into this parade float.
Wow,
what is
look at
that?
that. They worked pretty hard on that.
Looks like a giant gold sarcophagus.
Yes, we have an
They've
Egyptian
gone for
theme
an
going
Egyptian
on. Yeah.
theme. Yes, wonderful.
Absolutely. Now, this is their 6th year in the Pride Parade. Wow, they went all out this year. They have a pyramid. So we're seeing this for the first time, just like you are.
Yeah, we're watching in real time, just like you are at home. And you can see that people are once again bringing out their dogs, their hand clappers, as many rainbows as they can pull out of the closet. Even the babies are participating. It's a family-friendly event. One of the great things about the Edmonton Pride Festival and this parade in particular is that you can bring the kids. You can come down with the family, bring grandma. They've approached this parade in a way that no one is going to feel the shock value isn't necessarily there. It's more about the inclusivity.
This and it makes Edmonton's Pride Parade very unique in the Canadian Canada Pride Parades. Now here we have the Old Strathcona Business Association, and they are basically running and representing the Old Strathcona area. They strive to enhance, promote, and protect the businesses of the Old Strathcona community. They're also about making sure that the architectural integrity of the Strathcona community stays intact.
And we are in their neighborhood, so for them, this is just such a great celebration of the beautiful White Ave area here in Edmonton. It's the perfect place to have this parade. There's so much greenery. It's such a great sense of community. The streets are nice and wide. People can walk around any time of day in this area and feel safe. And it's so inviting, especially on a gorgeous summer day at the beginning of June.
This is really one of our true street-level neighborhoods where pedestrians feel like they're part of the action, isn't it?
This is my neighborhood. I've been.
You're a Strathconaite?
Yeah,
I was.
Yeah. I've been in this area since I first moved to Edmonton 4 years ago, and I couldn't say enough good things about it.
And where did you move from?
I am actually from a small town in Manitoba originally and lived in Ontario before this, but I've been a proud Albertan for the last 4 years. All right. So more
So they're
participants.
officially our hosts, I guess we can call them.
Yeah,
Our
look at
hosts
this
for
little
today.
one. Oh
Aw.
my goodness,
Fun.
she's cute. Lots of people
The crowds are
lining the
amazing this
streets,
year.
bringing the
I'm really blown
wagons.
away.
Now I'm wondering, do we have anyone on street level who's got an interview? I think we should maybe pop in with Vanity or Jordan in a few minutes here. We'll see if they can rustle up someone participating in the parade on the sidelines. It would be great to chat with. In the meantime, Darren, what are you most excited about as far as events coming up with the Pride Festival this year?
Oh God, there's so many. One of the ones I'm really excited about. Oh, we have the Edmonton Police Service. Let's just mention them while we're here.
Sure.
Now, the Edmonton Police Service are
Back again. This
back
isn't
again.
their first year that they've participated
they've been
in
involved before.
the festival. It's always nice to see the whole team come down. Like earlier, we have the RCMP joining us once again, the Canadian Forces, our local Edmonton Police Services. Darren, what events are you excited for this week?
I know that the Sprouts Festival is happening in a couple of hours right after the show, and I have a new musical, a children's musical that's actually opening up. I'm always looking to what the drag shows and the drag queens are putting together, because of course those are my sisters. And of course the Jasper Pride organization is coming up soon here.
Jasper National Park. Now, Darren, you were telling me that every year in Jasper they throw a huge celebration. So
Yes.
nice that they've come to the Edmonton Pride Parade as well. But there is a drag show, there's ski events, there's rainbow flags up and down the main streets of Jasper.
It's amazing how Jasper has just embraced Pride, and it is actually inspired by a friend of mine from Edmonton originally,
No way.
who moved out there and she did the simple act of putting a rainbow flag on her business door, which is Coco's Cafe on Main Street, and that inspired the discussion that started the planning that ended up becoming the Jasper Pride. And it's an amazing event because it's attended by, I mean, we see people from all over Alberta here, but if you go to Jasper Pride, you see people from Fort St. John, you see people from Edson, Hinton, all these small towns, Dawson Creek. It's really kind of an amazing thing.
And think about this, seeing an aurora borealis, all the colors of the rainbow during the Jasper Pride Festival is such a perfect setting in the Canadian Rockies to celebrate inclusivity.
It's a beautiful time to be there too. It's usually held on the first weekend of spring in March. So you actually can still get some skiing in when you go to Jasper
Really?
Pride. Yes, absolutely.
Are there slopes open still right now?
I don't know.
No. Yeah.
I doubt it in this weather.
Now, once again, we're seeing our Making Waves theme tied throughout the parade. We have Bounce 91.7 FM coming up next, and I'm already seeing some pool flotation devices and
right.
swimsuits and all of the different fun activities that go along with Making Waves.
Now, the Bounce hit the airwaves in 2005. Their station is a strong advocate of diversity and acceptance. So when first approached to be the first radio sponsor of the Pride festivities, they jumped at the opportunity, and they've been involved ever since. It's kind of amazing. When I remember the first few Prides when it was literally just members of the community and the gay businesses, the bar owners and stuff that were involved, and now it's actually branched out to the media, to corporations. It's an amazing thing.
One cool thing that the Bounce does is they also dedicate a weekend of programming to ringing in the Edmonton Pride Festival by playing retro Pride anthems. Now, because we want to see what's happening on the street, that is the pulse of this whole parade festival. We are going to head back to Vanity. She's talking with Laura Keegan with HIV Edmonton for their 30th anniversary. In just a moment, we'll get to her in just a moment. But Darren,
this is the 25th anniversary of the AIDS Walk and the 30th anniversary of HIV Edmonton. They have a vision of 0 new HIV infections, 0 stigma and discrimination, and 0 AIDS-related deaths.
red Corvette. That's a Corvette. Nope. What is that?
Oh,
What
you're
kind of vehicle
asking
is
me?
that? I'm not a car connoisseur.
I got red.
Yes. Convertible. A red convertible. That girl's wearing a really cute Superman hat. Oh, look at the greenery. What a gorgeous day. Lots of Superman, Batman, superhero themes.
The superhero thing. I was in Calgary actually during the Comic-Con. I couldn't believe how many superheroes I saw walking down the street. I felt like it was Pride early. Here we have Paysitter Homes. Now, Paysitter Homes is very proud to participate in the Pride Festival this year as a green level sponsor. This is their first year of involvement in this important event, and though it is anticipated to be a difficult year in the home building industry, they're eager to show their support for the LGBTQ community in any capacity possible. It's fun to see all the first-timers that are involved in the parade this year.
Yeah, it's great to see the entire community participating in the parade, building everything home with rainbows along the bottom.
Nice.
Yes, yes, wonderful. Well, I think, oh, what's this guy doing?
Is that a mask?
That is a mask.
It's a good mask.
At first, I thought that was a full-grown man, but nope. It's just a little boy participating. I see another superhero. We're getting so many of those. And
Here we
BMO.
have the BMO, the Bank of Montreal. First bank in Canada.
Yeah, BMO has continually worked to meet the needs of their clients from all different backgrounds. BMO has a focus on the LGBTQ community for many years, with a greater focus in Eastern Canada through BMO Pride committees. And they'd love to have this opportunity to show their support to all employees, customers, and the community alike through involvement in the annual parades starting this year. So, okay, it sounds like Jordan Hartner is on the street now with a fan of the parade.
And then we have Linda Duncan.
Guys, thank you so much. I'm joined with, I'll get your names quick.
Carly? Yeah, Nina.
Is this your first Pride?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's the energy like? How much fun are you guys having right now?
Oh, it's so much fun. The energy is just through the roof.
Do you guys know anyone in the parade, or are you guys just here supporting the LGBTQ community?
I'm just supporting, but I know that my aunt is in the parade, so.
Amazing, guys. We'll have the best time and enjoy this, because, I mean, this doesn't happen often, and I'm having the best time. This is my first. Yeah, all right, we're going to head back to Dana and Darren.
Jordan is really excited about her first Pride
Jordan is very
parade.
excited about her first and last Pride parade with Shaw TV. Unfortunately, Jordan's going to be leaving us very, very soon, so we want to wish her well in her next endeavor. But I love to see the enthusiasm on the street with Jordan. We'll come
Before
back
we move
to her
on to the
later.
next float, I just wanted to mention that was Linda Duncan, the Member of Parliament for Edmonton Strathcona, that passed by earlier. And now we have the Pride Centre of Edmonton. Now, this community organization has been a real mainstay and center and hub of the coming out scene in Edmonton for like so many years now.
Check out this float.
Wow.
Now, we were talking about choreography.
There you go.
Earlier.
You should get up there.
Oh my gosh, look at this queen. She is looking fabulous. And these guys, ooh, yes, yes, work it.
Now, the Pride Centre of Edmonton provides a non-judgmental, welcoming space where people of all sexual orientations and gender identities and expressions can feel safe and accepted.
Perfect. Well, we're going to head back to the street with Vanity now, who's got an interview with Yeg Mean Health.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Ian representing the Edmonton Men's Health Collective. Ian, can you tell us a little, the Collective's a new initiative in Edmonton. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Absolutely. It's a grassroots initiative representing the gay, bisexual, trans, and queer men in Edmonton, and trying to provide a unified voice for improving health equity for these men.
Awesome. Very worthwhile cause. Keep up the good work. I'm going to let you catch up to your policy there. Thanks, guys. Back to you guys in the booth. Thanks.
Thanks so
Look at
much,
this little
Vanity.
cutie. Oh my goodness. She's like, she has no idea she's on TV right now. Okay, who do we have here?
I think we're coming up on McEwen. Yes, this is McEwen, formerly known as Grant McEwen Community Center. Now they're just called McEwen, with no last name, like Cher. Now, as an institution, they are GLBTQ positive,
What does
alive,
that mean?
and a safe space.
GLBTQ.
There's so many, I call it the alphabet soup of sexual energy. Gay, lesbian, bisexual, trans, two-spirited, and queer positive.
Good stuff. Good
I've
stuff.
actually been doing seminars and speaking at the Grant McEwen since they were still Grant McEwen Community College for about 20 years now.
Wow.
On gender and drag and lifestyle and stuff like that.
It's a very inclusive school. I've done many shows there with Shaw TV Edmonton, and they have a school-wide Pride parade that they did about a month and a half ago, prior to this actual festival we're watching on TV right now.
Yeah, they're very inclusive, very supportive, and they have a brilliant outreach program.
And just a quick note on McEwen, they celebrate Pride as a university, hoisting the Pride flag during Pride Week. They have many events throughout the year, and as well, they are a supportive, inclusive university for all students, and as well have a non-discrimination policy.
And I can see in the monitor there that we have Vanity Fair standing next to somebody very important, Member of Parliament for Edmonton Strathcona, Linda Duncan, being interviewed by Vanity Fair.
Hi guys, I'm here with Linda Duncan. We're on your home turf, girl. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling fantastic. I'm so happy Pride Parade is in Edmonton Strathcona now. Couldn't be a better location. And what a crowd. I mean, incredible crowd in the parade and even greater watching. I think it's got to be the biggest ever. We've got a glorious sunny day. Everybody's pumped. It is the best festival.
I have to say, the energy here in Strathcona is pretty amazing. You're no stranger to Pride, of course, but it's always a pleasure to see you every single year. So thanks, Linda. Have a great day.
I'm back to my game.
Back to you guys.
Thanks, Vanity. Linda looking great in her red and the feather boa. Coming up here, we have the briefing room in just a moment.
And passing right in front of the camera right now is the Edmonton Opera Association, which is the city's resident opera company. The floats are flying by. Wow,
what is
really
that
fast.
person in the chariot say? Stop. Oh, I wish I had a closer. Edmonton.
Oh, and now we have the gay Unitarians.
Gay weddings.
The Unitarians. Now, the Westwoods, the Westwood UCE, they believe that everybody has the right to seek truth and meaning for themselves. The Unitarian Church, of course, has been around for decades and always been a big supporter. And it looks like we might actually have an interview. Jordan is about to interview someone from the Unitarian Church on the street. Here we go.
Hey, I have Susan here. Susan, you're with the Unitarian Church.
Yes.
Tell me what the Unitarian Church is.
Unitarian Church is a group of people. It's a church of 200 years standing of people who ask questions about traditional religion and embrace social justice.
So how excited are you to be part of this parade today?
It means a huge amount to us. As you can see with our sign, we have been involved in gay rights since the early 1970s.
Well, we're slowly getting there. Thank you so much for joining us. Get back with your crew. Have a great day. Back to you guys.
I actually played piano at a gay wedding back in the early 80s that was at Unitarian Church. That was my first gay commitment ceremony.
Do you remember the song you played?
I think I made them choose some Anne-Marie because I had the sheet music for it. You Needed Me. It was a great wedding song.
Oh, well, it's so nice to be able to stop and chat with people, literally pulling them out of the parade to talk with us as we come and continue to find out what people are doing on a street level basis, because that's where the pulse of this parade is. We got lots of happy faces, and coming up in the show, one of my favorite parts of the Edmonton Pride Parade is the float from the briefing room. Now, I thought they were coming up in just a moment, but we're gonna stay tuned to find out where they are. Now, fabulous looking men in Speedos, chiseled cut, and I think everyone can appreciate that.
They took my breath away last year, actually. They totally did. As anyone can attest if they watched last year's footage.
As you are watching this on Shaw right now, we are so proud to be a part of the Edmonton Pride Parade. And look at our Shaw Bear grooving, moving to the music and hamming it up to the camera. We have a guest now with Shaw TV.
We have Patrick McDermott. Now, you were actually involved in helping create the Shaw entry in the float,
yes,
in the parade this year, aren't you?
Yes, each year for the last 3 years we've been part of the ability to set this up with Shaw TV, and I'm glad to be part of it and that Shaw is able to allow us to enjoy it.
You're an employee of Shaw, aren't you?
I am, yes.
And now, what was the first initial impetus that made you decide that you should sort of pitch someone on the idea that this should be broadcast?
It was because working with other jobs that I had, that they were always participating in the Pride event and the festivals that came up. When I first started for Shaw about 8 years ago, we weren't part of it, and then I thought, how can we get our community, especially our company, involved in the community?
Excellent. And here we are 3 years later.
And can you tell us a little bit about what you're wearing?
We actually got these balloons made by a group called the Balloon Fairies. They're always nice to us here at Shaw, and each year they come and dress us up in the lovely balloons and that, so we can walk in the parade.
Now, Patrick, I can hear that you're out of breath a little bit, but we want you to get back into the action. Thank you so much for joining us. You look great.
Thanks so much.
Thanks so much for being here.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride. Okay, so what do we have coming up next? It's
I think we
very
just saw Old
brightly colored
Strathcona
truck.
Youth.
I see some blow-up dolphins.
The fire department, Edmonton Fire Department, of course.
The Fellowship of Alberta Bears. Now, this is interesting.
Exactly.
Darren,
now,
tell us about the Fellowship.
The Fellowship of Alberta Bears is a gay, queer, bi men's not-for-profit organization that provides a safe space for Alberta's bear community to gather and meet. What are bears, you say? Aside from, Smokey the Bear. We welcome guys to join from all over, whether they are big, small, furry, or smooth, or young, or old. And there we go. There's your classic bear right there.
Oh, hello. Look at the bellies. Yes. Okay, so it sounds like Shaw TV's Jordan Hertner is back on the street with another guest. Jordan, take it away.
I mean, Evan and I are just having fun dancing. You can't not dance when you're here. All right, Evan, you were just telling me that you brought your dad down, and this is his first Pride.
Oh yeah, no. It's his very first Pride. I've been trying to get him to come, and the moment he said yes, I'm very excited because it's, for me, it's more worthwhile seeing his reactions because he's now fully accepted me, so he's a proud supporter.
How long did it take you to convince him? I'm curious.
I'm 26 now, and I came out to him when I was 18. So he used to be, he was in the military, so he's fully accepted me, and it's true love.
You know what? We're very happy for you. You need to go join your dad and get your dance on with your dad.
Oh yeah, get my dad on. I'm excited.
All right, thank you, Evan.
All the activities.
We'll have the best time, buddy. We're gonna head back to Dana and Darren.
Thanks, Jordan.
Jordan's meeting all the fun people down on the street today.
She is. What a great story. And I think that story has become universal here in the community. So many people who were afraid their family wouldn't accept them in the past. We're in 2016, and everyone is showing love to all walks of life, every different sexual and gender minority in the city. It's a great time to be alive.
Well, and you know, people look at these parades and think that it's all about just celebrating freedom and pride, but it's actually parades and events like this are a conversation starter. And so for this young man to be able to bring his father to an event where he sees other fathers around him with sons that are also involved in the parade.
A father who is in the military.
It's an amazing thing, you know?
Yeah, it's become a part of our everyday life.
And the catalyst for change.
Coming up next, we have Team Edmonton. They're a volunteer-operated nonprofit organization serving the LGBTQ community and its supporters. So great to have them in the parade. And it looks like Vanity has a member from Team Edmonton she's going to be chatting with.
Hi guys, I'm here with Lee with Team Edmonton, and you are on the Dragon Boat team with Team Edmonton, correct?
Edmonton Dragon Boat team, yeah. We're Flaming Dragons. We are part of the EDBFA, which is the Edmonton Dragon Boat Festival Association, and we are proud and out and having fun.
And dying in the heat, right? Summer's a big time for you guys, right?
Summer is our biggest time. We do some winter training, but mostly we start in May and we go right until September, and we paddle on and we keep paddling.
God, some water in this heat would be good, hey? I'm going to let you catch up to your posse there. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Back to you.
And we're watching the thanks, Vanity. We're watching the ATV Financial go by. At ATV, they believe that everyone deserves happiness and acceptance. We take pride in all Albertans and want to celebrate diversity.
Yeah, and once again, like I mentioned earlier, I think every bank in the city is participating in this parade. Every organization, every political party, every local business, over 95 floats we're going to be chatting with and seeing today, and just knowing that the whole community here in Edmonton is celebrating Pride.
From the corporations right down to the ordinary person on the street.
Yes, and now, more mermaids.
Oh, we love mermaids.
We do love mermaids.
Are they mermaids? They're close enough to mermaids.
Yeah, they are. Well, it's a grass
See,
skirt,
my mermaid
right?
tail actually has a foam tail, so I can't walk.
Can you swim in it?
No, but I have to be carried around by handsome men. That's the only way. Or
can I get a tail and be carried around by handsome men as well?
You can totally borrow my mermaid tail anytime you want, girl.
You know what?
We
should have coordinated this better.
Totally. Now, Adara Hair and Body, they are a very inclusive salon with many LGBT staff members and clients, and they love being part of this festival.
And mermaid hair, mermaid tails, making waves once again.
Oh my God, there's a theme.
There is a theme to the Pride Parade this year, making waves. And if you're just tuning in now, once again, the Making Waves are our parade marshals. The Gay and Lesbian Aquatic Championships are coming up August 8th to the 14th here in Edmonton at the Kingsman Rec Center. And that's why Making Waves are our parade marshals this year. I wonder, you know, earlier, just a moment ago, Vanity was saying that it is hot on the street, but we're cool under the gazebo.
You and I are very lucky. We have the best seat in the house in a lot of ways.
Lucky. But look at the sunshine. Look at the blue skies. People playing with beach volleyballs. They are having so much fun out on the streets. And just listen to the cheering.
It's like this it's like this non-stop beautiful cheer that's happening in the background.
It's a we are making waves in every single possible way, from cheering to splashing around with cool toys to just making sure the entire community knows what's happening.
And I want to
this
draw
weekend.
attention to the fact that Vanity actually shows her shoes specifically, because you and Vanity were on the street last year,
Yes,
and both
I
of you
was.
burnt your poor high heels, didn't you?
Vanity is an impressive girl.
The asphalt was so hot.
How she does it, how she looks and stays so perfectly in makeup with the hair,
I don't know how she does it.
chatting with everyone, keeping everyone
I think
engaged.
she's made of plastic.
She is
Here we
awesome.
have View Weekly, which is Edmonton's alternative weekly magazine, of course. If you want to find out what's happening with Pride, I believe that there's a Pride guide in the View Weekly this week. But ultimately, if you want to stay on the pulse of what's happening
Everything
culturally in Edmonton,
entertainment.
everything entertainment, yeah, absolutely.
They do
Check
such a
out
great
View Weekly.
job. Coming up after View Weekly, we have the Institute of Sexual Minority Studies and Services. They are an interdisciplinary hub that celebrates and advocates for the vibrant diversity of our campuses through collaborative creating, welcoming, inclusive, safe, and respectful environments for sexual and gender minority students.
Now, the Institute of Sexual Minority Studies and Services has been behind some of the really important, groundbreaking things that have happened. Whoa! I just about missed that one. And I did not know, as I'm describing them, that they actually can do things like that.
Yes, this is the U of
So
A.
they were involved last year with, of course, the Queer History Project, which happened during Pride last year, which brought a lot of old Edmonton's archives to the surface for people to be able to view at the Edmonton Art Gallery. They also, of course, Chris Wells is part of the Institute, and he's one of the spearheads behind the Camp Firefly, which is all about queer youth. It's kind of an amazing thing how much this organization has contributed to Alberta.
Get this, Camp Firefly is actually the largest LGBTQ youth retreat in Canada.
It's amazing.
They serve thousands of youth over the last decade. So impressive.
That's
and I
right.
hear that Vanity is on the street right now with someone from the U of A to learn more about Camp Firefly and their organization.
Take it away, Vanity.
Oh, looks like we're still waiting on Vanity getting her interview lined up, so we'll come back in with her in just a moment. But one other thing, U Alberta has their own Pride Week as well. It's hosted by the student organization, and it is so important for students, especially because they are the next
We
generation.
have a renegade Michael Fair sighting.
Oh my! Running underneath the giant rainbow flag.
As only Michael Fair can.
Okay, well, I think Vanity has lined up her interview now with our University of Alberta representative. Vanity, take it away.
All right, guys, I'm here with Andrew and Pauline from the University of Alberta. Can you guys tell me who you're walking with and who you're representing?
We're walking with the U of A and all the student services, and I'm partner to one of the staff members there, and she's one of our best friends. So,
and so why is Pride important to the?
We're getting married this year, and we're very excited to be able to celebrate and show who we are, and you know, show that we're human and just love to celebrate just like everybody else.
Just like everyone else, right? All right, you guys enjoy the rest of the parade. I'll let you catch up there. Thank you. Back to you guys.
She looks as cool as a cucumber. How did she do that? In the
She's
blinding
a pro.
sun. She's
She
a pro.
is a pro. I think this is the Alberta Furries. I love the name, the Alberta
you
Furries.
can tell by the costumes.
So the furry community is a great welcoming place for LGBTQ people, a friendly, welcoming area and support network, and they are like a second family for anyone who wants to be a furry. Now, what is a furry, Darren?
Well, I don't know, but it involves these costumes. That's all I can say. I'm going to be honest. I don't quite understand it, but
So-
here they are.
Yes, well, they look
I
like
think- you know
it's
what?
probably a hot date to be one of those costumes.
I would imagine that's true. I'll let you know that as a drag queen, as a drag performer, my drag character allowed the real me to come out, and I would imagine in the case of some of the furry community that being able to step outside of your ordinary psyche, persona that you put out to the world and become something else is a very liberating kind of thing. So ultimately it's about letting go of convention and letting the real you come out.
Well, Jordan is going to figure out a little bit more about the furry organization and enlighten all of us. Jordan, take it away.
Thank you so much, Dana. I'm joined with Liz and Kenya here. First of all, are you guys having a great time?
Such a great time, yeah, it's so much fun.
Are you guys from Edmonton?
Yes, we are, yeah.
And is this first, second, third Pride?
Our second, we haven't been in a little while, but we're happy to be back.
How does this one compare to last year's?
So much fun, so like right and lively, and it's so many people. I can't believe it.
And lastly, just how does it feel to be able to, celebrate the LGBTQ community?
It's so great. It's like an infectious feeling. Like you can't help but be happy.
I agree. Thank you guys.
Feels like a big community, yeah.
It is a big community, as we can see here. And you know what? It's exciting to see them grow every year because we know more people are, finally getting on board and we're becoming a little bit more progressive. So ladies, thank you. Enjoy your day. Take care. The sun is shining. Back to you guys.
Well, you were mentioning sculpted bodies and abs earlier.
Yes.
Well, here they are.
Yes. Look at this gentleman on the rings. That was impressive.
Do we know which
the upper
float this
body
is?
strength. I am looking for a title, but I'm not sure. Let's just enjoy
this is
the
Rock
view.
Jungle CrossFit. This is a fitness facility that likes to
that's
support the
where
community
that
by getting
strength
involved in events
comes
like this
from.
that are relevant for the clients. Rock Jungle CrossFit. So they're all about cross-training, I would imagine.
I'm not
and
sure
it
if this
certainly
is their
shows.
first year in the Pride Festival or not, but the float, incredible. Love to see that interactivity that they bring to the audience. And even if you're just walking, waving a flag, or you've got a super soaker and you're soaking the audience. Looks like we're hugging Vanity.
I thought Vanity was going to get super soaked
She's
for a
going
second.
to get in a fight if anyone sprays
do
her
not
with a
mess
water
with the
bottle.
drag queen's makeup. That's all I have to say.
And more dolphins. Uh-oh. I think we'll find out about that momentarily. If Vanity got sprayed in the face, this parade may be coming to a close very quickly. Oh, here we have some more families. Looks like the EMS services have a...
It's the Alberta Health Services float. The Alberta Health Services represents one of the largest employers in Alberta, providing clinical care to all Albertans. As such, they represent diversity among all age groups and geographical areas.
And as a responsible organization, they find it imperative that they not only support but celebrate diversity amongst all Albertans. So great to see. And such happy faces. Men in uniform. We got a lot of men and women in uniform in this parade. Oh, and the sirens are going off, bringing even more energy to the crowds.
Someone's really shaking it there. Did you see that?
No, I missed that. Shake it again. Shake it again. Oh, and more kids. You know what? That's my favorite part about this parade is all of the children that get involved. And
it really is a family event, isn't it?
It goes to show that when we have children in the parade at such a young age, they are being taught that this is 100% normal. This is the way that the community thrives and comes together, and we celebrate everyone no matter what. It is a loud, loud day here on the streets of Edmonton.
I'm really amazed. I just keep looking at the streets and looking at the crowds. I'm just so blown away. Such a far cry from 35 years ago. Now we have Winners TJX. TJX Canada is the parent company of Winners, HomeSense, and Marshalls.
TJX Canada prides itself on being a great place to work and a responsible and caring neighbor in the places where it does business.
And of course, if you've grabbed a pride flag while you're down here, a rainbow flag, oh, look at her dancing, little ballerina girl.
So cute.
Winners, of course, is actually sponsoring, handing out these pride flags to everybody.
Oh, awesome. Oh, and look, there he goes right now.
I'm sad that I didn't get one.
No, I know. Come visit us under the gazebo.
Yeah, we need flags over here, guys.
Yeah, we're a little bit separate from everyone, but we want to... And Darren, you were telling me you don't have any rainbow flags, so we need to get someone to come hand us some.
That? I had one last year because I ran into the Winners people beforehand. Oh, what do we got here? We have the Alberta Federation of Labor.
The Alberta Federation of Labor is the province's largest union organization, representing more than 170,000 working people all over the province.
They're proud to celebrate Alberta's queer community and to stand in support of all of our allies who have fought for equality and respect.
And they are committed to the idea that LGBTQ rights are human rights. 100% true.
Now, this is something that I think for naysayers that say, why do you need a pride parade? Pride parades aren't just about the queer community and the LGBT community, because ultimately, if you elevate the lives and the respect and the equality for those people, it actually affects society as a whole. And I think we're seeing a sort of a perfect example of that today.
Of course, who wants to go to work and feel discriminated against? All of these organizations who are putting in a parade, who are bringing their volunteers, bringing their workers today, it just makes sure that every single day we become a more inclusive community. There's less discrimination, if any, and we're working towards a discrimination-free community in all respects.
We have a really Cool little dancer guy here. Look at him go.
Oh, he's giving her. He is giving her. Woo, and he's hamming it up to the camera. Yes, he knows where the lights in action are. Oh, what do we
I'm not
have
sure
there?
what that monster
Free
is.
hugs.
Oh, a monster.
Oh,
Oh, it's the alien giving free hugs.
Would you give him a hug, Darren?
Oh, of course. I love the alien.
I don't know. I'm kind of scared of that.
No, no. You're Sigourney Weaver. You would kick butt.
I would kick butt. Yeah. And this guy's wearing a dog mask.
Oh, okay. This is the Edmonton Players in Gear. This is a loosely knit community of people with a variety of interests in kink gear. They like to show Edmonton the diversity of kink leather fetish community.
Pink leather and fetish community.
Yeah, I think the alien guy was part of that, although I'm not sure.
Gotcha. So no vegans then.
Oh, here we have Edmonton Vocal Minority. I love these guys. I've been working with these guys for about 10 years now. This is our queer choir in town. They're an inclusive, welcoming, and safe place for singers to explore their talents. You don't have to be gay, lesbian, or trans, or intersex to be part of the Edmonton Vocal Minority, but that spirit is all through all of the music that they do. Then they would also like to thank Roseno Transport for helping them with the truck rental and the decorating the float.
Okay, so the Edmonton Vocal Minority does events and performances that entertain and celebrate our queer cultural identity. And you were saying you're a big fan.
Yeah, well, and actually we'll be doing a show next week. We'll be doing a Sound of Music spoof. That's their Pride concert this year, so.
Okay.
Oh, we have the Edmonton Catholic Teachers Association, and I believe Vanity is on the street right now, ready to speak with one of them.
Perfect. Vanity, take it away.
Hi guys, I'm with Tiffany and she is with the Edmonton Catholic Teachers Association. You have an impressive posse here with you this year. Why is Pride so important to you guys?
Oh my goodness, you know what? It's just a celebration of everyone and the diversity that we have in our Teachers Association. We need to celebrate it and we need to make sure everybody feels accepted and included. So I'm so proud. It's our first time here and many more to come.
Oh, well, welcome to your first Pride and we'll see you next year, right? Thanks guys, back to you in the booth.
That was the Edmonton Catholic Teachers, a group of teachers with the Edmonton Catholic School District. They want to show their support and solidarity with the LGBTQ youth and staff.
How incredible. A Catholic school celebrating gay culture.
That's the first time.
Yeah.
That's the first time in the parade. That's really an amazing step.
The first time.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Wonderful to see. Thanks, Vanity, for that interview. And here we have another float full of people. Jordan is also going to be taking us back to the street now. Jordan Hertner, take it away.
Thanks so much, Dana. I got a flag. I'm really excited. I think we should do this every weekend because this is so fun.
It is so joyous, so fabulous, so amazing. It celebrates so many good things.
Gil, this is Gil joining me, by the way. I'm sorry I didn't introduce you, Gil. I was watching last night an interview with Ellen Page, and one of the things that stood out that she said was, love always wins. How true is that?
It's actually very true because love allows you to talk, allows you to express anything you want to express, allows you to really connect with people.
Awesome. Well, you know what? Go dance. Have fun. Enjoy your day. Enjoy the sunshine, Gil. Thanks so much. And back to Dana.
Thank you, Jordan. Gil was wearing a great hat. I think I just saw some hula hoopers.
Yes, you did.
Darren, can you hula hoop?
I
we're
used to be
talking
able
about
to.
choreography.
Yeah,
Can you hula hoop?
I can kind of, not anymore.
I've never learned.
Really?
I have
You
no
seem
rhythm.
like you would be a natural.
I know.
I'm so taking you dancing
I've got the
sometime,
waist,
girl.
but I don't have the skills to move it around.
Now we have Homeward Trust.
Homeward Trust. Tell us about Homeward Trust,
Homeward
Darren.
Trust is a not-for-profit organization that uses a community-based approach toward the goal of ending homelessness in Edmonton.
Their primary role is to coordinate responses to housing needs by working together with local agencies and all orders of government. And as a comprehensive organization, Homeward Trust increases access to housing by funding the development of new units and accessing market units.
This is very important work that they do. Now, I believe this is the Woody's float.
Oh.
Woody's being the longest. This is now the longest history of a bar in Edmonton now, because of course bars are opening and closing. The Woody is Video Bar. This is a gay-run and owned business in the Edmonton area, right on Jasper Avenue. Actually, been a part of the community since 2001.
2001. You said your first parade was what year again?
1980 something.
1980 something. So even with Woody's being the longest run gay bar, you still have at least 10 years on them.
The bar that I worked at was closed for 3 years before Woody's ever opened up. So yeah, I'm that old.
Well, Woody's as a pub provides a safe meeting spot for people in our community. They host a variety of fundraising events and sponsor many others. As well, they wish to celebrate Pride with everyone here in Edmonton, and the exposure is just so great that they get in this parade. I don't think I've ever been to Woody's, but now I need to go.
No, you have to go.
Let's go for a drink after
Totally.
the parade, hey?
Big drag show there sometime. Now we have McDougall United Church. Now the McDougall United Church is a spiritual pioneer in Edmonton.
They are one of the oldest continual operating Protestant churches in Alberta. Did you know that, Darren?
I did not know that. I just got distracted by a sign that said "Let trans pee."
Let
so obviously
trans pee?
someone's commenting on the bathroom controversy that's happening in the
yes.
United States right now.
And tell us more about that, Darren.
Well, ultimately, the trans rights activists in America are trying to make it so that they can actually, attend or use the washroom of their gender, and of course, there's people in the United States that are actually trying to fight that sort of inclusion. Several states have actually taken the Supreme Court to court, if I'm not mistaken.
We walk for those who can't out of fear and shame. Fear not, love all. I love the signs that people take the time to make as
This
well.
is still the McDougall United Church, of course, with some messages of real hope. Their sanctuary has a long, rich history, being in use for over 100 years.
Same-sex couples were able to celebrate their love for each other at the McDougall United Church when same-sex marriages became legalized. They welcomed gay, lesbian, bisexual, trans, queer, questioning, and asexual people into their congregation. So nice to have them in the parade. And here we have the Southminster United Church.
Oh, and here, coming up next, we have, it should be the Imperial Sovereign Court of the Wild Rose. I'm not sure if this is still the United Church.
They've got a blow-up globe, whoever they are, on a trolley.
I'm digging that globe.
Yeah.
It's upside down,
That's a
though,
fun
isn't it?
pool toy.
The South Pole is on the north.
So we're just trying to figure out if this is exactly the Imperial Sovereign Court of the Wild Rose.
You'll see drag queens everywhere when the Imperial Sovereign Court of the Wild Rose comes up. This might still be the end of the McDougall United Church.
Well, Darren, while we figure that out, let's talk a little bit about the show you have coming up this week.
Well, I will be hosting the Edmonton Vocal Minority Annual Pride Concert, and it's something I've been doing for several years now. And I've got a real respect for that gang. They do some beautiful music, and it's always a beautiful evening of amazing music and a real source of spirit and energy for everybody that's involved. Now, here we have the ISCWR. For those of you that don't know, that stands for the Imperial Sovereign Court of the Wild Rose. That's one of these people is going to be our reigning empress, and I haven't met her, so I don't know. That would be the reigning emperor. That would probably be the reigning empress. Now, the reigning empress's drag name is Myra Maines. Myra Maines. Which is a hilarious drag name.
That is
now, the
so
Imperial
great.
Sovereign Court of the Wild Rose, they elect an emperor and empress every year, and they're a registered non-profit society. It's their 40th year, and what they do is through the auspices of drag shows, they create fundraisers that basically allow them to raise money to donate to different charities around Edmonton. And they've been doing this since their inception in 40 years ago.
Well, I love the hard work in this float. Vanity has a member of the Imperial Sovereign Court of the Wild Rose on the street. Vanity, take it away.
All right, guys, I am with Her Most Imperial and Sovereign Majesty, Empress 40 of Edmonton, Miss Myra Maines. We are in our 40th year of fundraising with the court.
Yes, 40 years strong, longest running GLBT organization in Alberta, and we show no signs of stopping yet.
How is Reign 40 shaping up? Are we in good shape to give some money to charity?
Oh, I'm looking forward to August. We're going to give a ton of money away to our local charities. Yes, the Pride Center of Edmonton, all of which always benefit from all the work we do in the community.
Very well, and you guys have an impressive float this year. Well, job well done. I'm going to let you catch up, girl.
Perfect.
Take care. Back to you guys. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Vanity. And another quick point about the Imperial Sovereign Court of the Wild Rose is they have 150 to 200 annual members, and every year they raise around $50,000 for the community and all of the charities that they support.
And in case you wonder how Vanity got so smooth out there, Vanity is a former empress of Edmonton.
Is
Here we
she?
have the Royal Bank of Canada, RBC, which employs a diverse workforce.
They believe diversity creates better value, delivers superior client experiences, and develops innovative solutions for the markets and communities that they serve.
Again, another indicator of just how far queer rights have come when you start to see things like banks and corporations involved, and organizations like the military and the police. This is all remarkably unique. It almost seems commonplace now, like it would be expected, but for those of us that have been around
it's
a while,
2016.
it is
expected.
2016.
And I think with Justin Trudeau as our Prime Minister raising the rainbow flag, the Pride flag
That was a
in
beautiful
Ottawa,
moment, wasn't it?
Yeah. Canada is such a great place to live. We are
extremely
so
lucky.
fortunate to be here. And another thing that RBC wrote in their write-up for the parade is that they want all of their employees to bring their full talent and their whole self to work every day.
That's so important.
Their whole self.
I don't think people
love that
realize
wording.
how much equality affects everybody on a sort of a day-to-day, the minutiae of your life.
Look at the size.
Wow.
How many feet is that rainbow
long
flag?
one.
That is awesome.
great.
Where do you even get something like that made?
I don't know, but I want that in my yard when, when
Is
the
your
parade
yard
is over.
big enough for
It's
that
you know what?
flag?
It would take over my neighbor's yard too, Elaine, or the old lady that lives next door, and probably the guys on the other side too.
I think we actually need a real pool party after this, where everyone brings their flags and we just coat the entire pool with rainbows.
Now we have the Alberta Sheriff's Branch.
The Alberta Sheriff's Branch believes in providing Albertans to have a safe and resilient community in which to live, work, and raise their families. Being part of the Justice and Solicitor General's ministry, they also believe that the First Enforcement Branch with the Public Security Division to participate in this parade is such a special occasion.
And I believe this is the first time I've ever seen them involved in the parade, so that's a remarkable moment right there.
They are trying to send a message today of inclusion to members of the lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans, and queer community. And this demonstrates the Sheriff's Branch is an equal opportunities employer. Once again, bringing your whole self to work. Love
That
it.
concept, I'm going to remember that
Yeah,
phrase,
whole
actually.
self.
That's a really important phrase to
I'm going to bring that up
remember.
a few times today.
And next we have
Service.
Service. Now, Service is, of course, a banking community. Service provides a community-minded approach to banking.
With Service, they care more than just about your bank account. I hope they are a bank. Let's not forget. Okay, you know, we're celebrating today, but money first, I think, with the bank. But they say that they are interested in our life and our community, of course, and that's why they're here celebrating today. And they are trying to make everyone's dreams come true in the community.
Now, I was hoping that mascot would actually be handing out cash, but he's not.
Oh, gosh.
But that's
That was
okay.
a leprechaun, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't know.
I need my pot
sort
of gold.
hoping.
Jordan, I believe she's on the street now. We're going to take it back to Jordan Hartner.
We pulled Davina away. Yeah, there you go. We pulled Davina away from her parade float. What float are you with?
We're with the theater district. So Edmonton has a theater district, and it's right here in Old Strathcona. It's Fringe Theater Adventures, the Barscona Theater, Walterdale Theater, Theater Network, and then we have a whole bunch of other groups that have joined us as well.
How proud are you to walk in this parade today?
How what?
How proud?
Oh yes, very, very, very proud today. It's a really great thing for us as the theater district to come together and support one another here. So it's really great.
This is my first Pride Parade. I'm curious. Yes. Thank you. I'm so excited. First of all, I'm having the best time. I'm just sitting here waving the flag. But I'm curious if you've seen a turnout quite like this.
Well, I think the weather has a lot to do with it, and also Edmonton has really embraced the Pride Festival, and it's super exciting to see all the way along here on White Avenue. Every step of the way, people are cheering so loudly.
And waving their flags proud. Thank you so much. We're going to head back to you guys.
So of course, the theater district, this is in the heart of Old Strathcona. We're right feet from where we're sitting. We're looking at the brand new Barscona Theater that just went up after being torn down last year. The Walterdale Theater is right here. The Fringe Theater Adventures. Theater Network is just around the corner. Also marching with them is Trevor Schmidt, the artistic director of Northern Light Theater. These are all the people that I work with in the theater community.
Yeah, you're no stranger to the theater
I love
world,
these people.
are you, Darren?
They're some of the most seriously talented artists in Canada, and I'm proud to be in their number. And I'm really happy that they're in the parade this year to sort of draw attention to all the good work that they do for this community. Because the theater scene helped build Old Strathcona through the Fringe Theater Adventures.
And we have our Fringe Theater coming up later this summer. On the street right now, though, we have Heart. They are a not-for-profit animal rescue society that specializes in rescuing dogs from rural areas. They've been participating in the Pride Parade for a few years now, and they absolutely love doing it. We love having more animals on the street, don't we, Darren?
Oh, I love it. In fact, you saw me pointing out the Basset Hound earlier.
Yes.
I love Basset Hounds.
Aw,
Look at this little guy.
What is it?
Some fluffy little guy.
A Bichon or a poodle?
I don't know.
Something
When they're
like
that size, I just call them cute.
Yeah. Oh, and this is what you're watching. The shot here is our jib arm on the street.
That's a fancy word.
It's a cool camera. So every time you see the camera floating over the crowd, that's our jib camera.
This is the Color Guard Collective Edmonton, isn't it?
Perfect.
This is a non-profit performing arts organization for performers aged 8 and up.
Color Guard is known as the sports of the arts and evolved from military activity. That's where you see that incredible flag performing.
Beautiful.
Originated with the military. It's a military color guard, often traveled with a band, and who would play a patriotic song, and the person responsible for carrying the flag presented it with guarded precision. This use continued into the civilian marching bands and military color guard. Now the pageantry activity has progressed into a no-holds-barred competition.
I remember they had a fabulous moment on the first Pride Parade that Shaw actually broadcast. Just as the color guard was closing the parade, the wind picked up and the rain started, and it was one of the most amazing on-camera moments I've ever seen. It was really spectacular.
Vanity had a fun time. Vanity and I had a fun time hiding from the rain. She was... Yeah, so when you're watching the parade right now, we're going to be re-airing the Edmonton Pride Parade on Shaw TV for the next week, every day at 2 and 8 p.m.
So you can relive all of your favorite moments over and over and over
And you know what? I think we're supposed to have incredible weather all week long. So if you're on the Old Strathcona Street area in White Ave, you're still going to see those rainbows painted on the street, even though the parade is over. I'm not sure if have we made the rainbows on the streets permanent?
Well, they basically were left on all year. They did repaint them for this year's Pride, so but they were still there. They were a little faded, but they were still there. So I think they've actually become part of the Strathcona Street
Pretty
scene,
big
which
fan,
is
aren't
pretty
you?
fascinating. I love the rainbow crosswalks. That's one of my favorite things, absolutely.
Another great feature here in Edmonton with the Edmonton Pride Parade. We're going to head back to the street with Vanity. Vanity, who do you have?
All right, guys, I'm here with Kai, who is born and raised here in Edmonton, and this is your very first Pride Parade.
That is right, absolutely.
You got to be roasting in that jean jacket. It's your first Pride, so wardrobe is very important. We'll forgive you this year, but we usually like to see a little more skin, honey.
I'm trying to peacock just like you, if you know what I mean.
Are you having a good time so far?
Absolutely. I've never been happier in my life. This is so much fun.
I know. It's pretty hard to not have a good time here at Pride, correct? All right. Thanks, guys. Back to you in the booth.
Thank you, Vanity.
Vanity giving fashion advice to a handsome young man on.
She's got good tips.
She does have good tips.
Here we have
you say that.
The Oil City Roller Derby. Oh, nope.
And
looks like we just missed them.
They were behind. They were in the background.
Nope, we got the Liberals.
Now we have the Liberal Party of Canada, which, of course, I mean, the Liberals are one of the reasons that we have human rights in this country at all. They've always been dedicated to the rights, equality, and human dignity of all Canadians, regardless of sexual orientation or gender identity.
Yes, they are participating in the Pride Parade as a statement of our support for the LGBTQ community and their commitment to human rights.
And now I believe we're going to Jordan, back on the street, where she's going to interview someone from the Eville Roller Derby team.
Hey, I have Clumsy Lover. What a great name, first of all, with the Oil City Roller Derby. How's your day so far?
It's been fantastic. It's perfect weather, so it doesn't get any better than this.
Are you guys scouting today?
Oh yeah, a little bit. It's good. It's been so loud, but it's been fantastic.
Awesome. And what's your favorite part about Pride?
Just the inclusivity, about everybody just being included. It's just fantastic to be able to include everybody that can just have fun.
Edmonton does it right, it appears, hey?
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
All right, Clumsy Lover, have the best day. Back to you, Dana and Darren.
Okay,
Thanks
excellent.
So
that was actually Oil City Roller Derby. We have a couple of roller derby teams in the parade today.
I had no idea we had two. That's amazing.
I know, yeah.
Do you remember roller derbies from when you were a kid?
I never played, but I did host with Shaw TV Edmonton with the Oil City girls, and it takes some serious muscle power to get out there on the ring.
You're
shoving your
tough.
You know what? I got some muscle strength, but you need to get out there and really show what you're made of with those girls. They are tough chicks.
Yeah, I'm not going to mess with them.
So I think, speaking of the Liberal Party of Canada, which we saw just a moment ago,
excellent.
Vanity has an interview on the street with one of their members.
All right, guys, I'm here with Randy Boissonneau from Edmonton Centre, local Liberal. Now, last year I got to interview the Prime Minister. You're a very close second, but Justin still trumps you. I'm sorry, honey.
He is my boss after all.
Yeah. Are you having a good time so far?
Amazing. Look, I mean, it's just fantastic. We got 60,000 people out here, people of every generation, kids, babies, people that have been in the community their whole lives. It's just wonderful.
Pride's always an emotional experience for me. How about for you?
It's absolutely the case. I mean, you and I have seen changes in our lifetime. I mean, same-sex marriage, and now we're working on transgender rights. And really what tipped for me in the last 5 years is the sense of community support. You're not just in the community. If you're here, you're an ally, and you just believe in inclusion and diversity. And that's certainly what our government believes.
Yes, and that needs to happen across the country, right?
From coast to coast to coast. And that's why we raised the Pride flag on Parliament Hill for the first time in Canadian history this year. The PM was there. We had several hundred MPs, and it was just a moving experience and a moment in history.
That made me cry too, so I'm going to let you run and catch up to your posse there and work up a sweat. Thanks, guys. Back to you.
Okay, Vanity. You know, she's going to be coasting on that Justin Trudeau interview for the rest of her
Why
career,
not?
isn't she?
Hey, that was a beautiful moment.
It was
and
totally.
what a great speaker we had with Vanity from the Liberal Party there.
Absolutely. And we've also witnessed floats from the Terwilliger Veterinary Clinic, the Boyle Street Community Services, and the City of Edmonton Youth Council. And now we're watching the Radisson Hotel, Edmonton South.
Wow. I can't believe how quickly things are going. We're over halfway through.
You know, it seems like Dana and I have this giant list in front of us of all the floats, and it looks like, oh my God, this is going to take forever. And once you actually sit down here, it actually just flies by.
No, it's such a fabulous day. Let's take a moment just to watch here and take it in for a second.
There is a lot of pink coming down the street right now.
We are now with the Boyle Street Community Services. They are coming up next. They are a nonprofit Edmonton agency which assists individuals and families challenged by homelessness and poverty. They were first established in 1971 as a small storefront operation. Today, the agency has grown to meet the needs of its client community, and now each year more than 12,000 people, more than 70% of whom are Aboriginal, access the wide range of supports and services which are available.
That is the most pink t-shirts I have ever seen in one place in my life. This is the Gay Straight Alliance.
The Gay Straight Alliance, I think Jordan has someone with pride and education on the street she's going to be chatting with. Jordan, why don't you introduce us?
Thanks, Dana. I'm joined with Rebecca with the Edmonton Public School Board. Let's talk about the importance of you guys marching today, because it's absolutely amazing to see you with, like what they said, a sea of pink.
Absolutely. It's so important that kids in Edmonton Public Schools understand that Edmonton Public is an inclusive environment where we appreciate everyone for who they are, their identity, their values, and their beliefs. We stand together as a united Gay Straight Alliance, and it's just wonderful to get these kids engaged in their community through parade.
How many parades have you guys marched in?
I'm actually not certain of that exact number.
But this isn't the first.
I'm a first-year teacher.
My first year. Having the best time?
Oh, the best time. It's so much fun. Just chanting GSA with everyone in the parade.
I think it's very beneficial that all the kids know that, you know, this is a safe community and they can be themselves. So thank you so much for joining us, Rebecca. We're going to head back to Dana and Darren.
It warms my heart to know that the youth that are coming out and coming to terms with their sexuality and their gender issues in schools are actually protected and embraced and nurtured by organizations like that.
And like Jordan said with her interview there, the community supports everyone and wants to make the school environment as inclusive as possible. Once again, bringing your whole self to work, your whole self to school, your whole self in the community. Now, coming up next, we are back to Vanity. She has an interview. Vanity, who are you chatting with? Fanning ourselves. It's a hot day out on the street.
It is a hot day.
We're just waiting for Vanity to figure out who she's chatting with.
That
but
was
in
the
the
Fruit
meantime,
Loop float that just floated by, which is a non-profit organization that holds social events to fundraise for LGBT groups and raises awareness about local issues, activities, and events. It's a made in Edmonton grassroots group that allows the local community to have fun while supporting a variety of projects and issues.
yeah, they support groups such as HIV Edmonton, the Edmonton Pride Festival, Team Edmonton, Making Waves, Curling with Pride, the Edmonton Pride Run, and the Edmonton Pride
And
Center.
here we have Greg Clark, who is the leader, of course, of the Alberta Party, which is a party that finally got a seat in the legislature in the last election. Now, the Alberta Party is a provincial political organization which prides itself on supporting the Edmonton Pride Parade as well as rights across the province.
Their vision is to form a government committed to diversity, integrity, transparency, and collaboration. As leaders of positive change, they value inclusiveness, ideas over ideologies, and champion social responsibility.
Again, it's really exciting. Last year was the first year we saw the political parties really come to the table for Pride big time, and it's great to see that their support is still there and that they're still involved.
Yeah, I see a lot of people fanning their faces. What's the temperature outside?
I don't know, but this is where I feel really lucky that we're actually in the shade, Dana.
We are in perfection at the moment. We are shaded, and it's a nice cool breeze. Still warm enough though, and we have a great view because we got a monitor of all the camera action. And water
But we can
at
also
our
see the
disposal.
crowd. The crowds are literally feet away from us, and they are so nice and loud.
And kudos to our Sean TV Edmonton team who is out on the parade grounds with the cameras. Once again, Jordan
asphalt.
Hertner and Vanity Fair, our roving reporters, doing such a fabulous job.
And here we have NAIT, the Northern Alberta Institute of Technology, a leading polytechnic in Canada, offering students transformative education and career. Oh, and here we have, speaking of NAIT, we have Brent from NAIT, and he's about to be interviewed by Vanity Fair.
Part of NAIT.
All right, guys. Oh, sorry, I'm not paying attention here. I'm with, I forgot your name already.
I'm Brent.
Brent, and he is representing NAIT, you guys. Why is Pride so important to you, and what does it bring up in your heart to be here?
It means being inclusive, being included, making sure that everybody's a part of something. NAIT has really made a big effort to be a safe space for the gay and lesbian community, wanting to make sure that everybody feels that they're part of NAIT, part of the community, and you know, something like this just hits that point home over and over again.
Keep up the good work. We really appreciate those efforts. Have a great day. Thank you. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Vanity.
Once again, NAIT is a progressive institution that welcomes diversity and fosters leadership and innovation. And they've had so much fun walking in the Edmonton Pride Parade. A big kudos to all of the staff and students from NAIT who come out and support this event.
Now, this next organization, I don't think we've ever seen them in the Pride Parade before. This is Jobber.
Jobber. Tell us about Jobber,
They
Darren.
say we're empowering mobile service businesses to succeed through technology. It was launched in September 2011 with a mission to provide simple, easy-to-use software for mobile service businesses.
Cool. Jobber. And look at that view coming around the trees. That is the jib camera that I was talking to you about earlier. Isn't that a great shot as they duck down?
I think you and I should be
over?
up on top of that thing. We would have the best view
in the trees,
world.
yes.
Up in
Forget the
branches.
gazebo. Let's go sit in a tree house. That would be a great way to host this parade.
And here we have the Terra Center.
The Terra Center supports young families in the city of Edmonton to build self-reliance and skills to be successful parents. Many young parents access numerous programs at one time from across the agency, including counseling and childcare at Bramer School, housing, community outreach, group support, and others. Terra is also a leader in providing services to young dads. So great to see them in the Pride Parade today,
Excellent.
Terra. And we have Jeff with the Pride Tape. Jeff is chatting with our very own Shaw TV's Jordan Hertner.
I'm so excited to have Jeff joining me now. This is Pride Tape. I lucked out to do a story with you on this. Tell me what Pride Tape is.
Pride Tape is a badge of support from the hockey world to the LGBTQ community so that all players can wear this in practice or in game situations to show their support.
Have the Oilers actually strapped any of this tape on yet?
Pardon me?
Have the Oilers strapped any of this tape on yet?
Well, the Oilers did an amazing job and really helped Pride Tape out by being the first NHL team to put it on their sticks, and they did that during the skills competition in the NHL season in early, I think it was February.
So we can expect to see Pride Tape growing amongst all of our NHL teams and then hopefully beyond.
Absolutely, we hope so. Go to pridetape.com and get a roll. A lot of people are behind it. Certainly the University of Alberta Institute for Sexual Minority Studies and the You Can Play team as well. So we're pretty excited about it and a great day to show it off.
And just quickly, it's so funny because, you know, just a roll of tape can really show how supportive we are.
Absolutely, it's easy. You put it on, take it off, put on a new roll, put on some new tape every day in practice or on the ice, whether on the street or on the ice. It's a very easy way to show your support. So we're pretty excited about it.
Jeff, thank you so much. Get back in there. Thank you, and back to you guys.
Thanks. It's it's amazing how little symbols can have such huge impact in the real world.
Yep. And to have, once again, our sports teams supporting our gay and lesbian LGBTQ community is incredible.
Absolutely. Here we have the Edmonton Transit Peace Officers. Happy to participate in the parade. Transit, of course, is a big part of the city, serving millions of people a year.
Their staff interacts with citizens on a daily basis from every different background and walk of life, and it is another way that they are trying to continually positively impact everyone here in Edmonton. From participating in past years, they know that it is a fun way to engage with the community and are happy once again to be here.
When I was a little kid and I moved up here, or when I came up here for the summertime from Rocky Mountain House, the transit system seemed like such a big city thing. It was like, ooh, I'm really in downtown Edmonton in a subway. It was so fascinating.
Did they have the light rail transit system back then?
It was brand new back then, yeah. So we could go underground.
So
now we have
next,
the Society of Edmonton Atheists.
This is interesting to me. The Society of Atheists. For many years now, the Society has marched in solidarity with the LGBTQ community at Pride and would love to continue.
With no dogmas or doctrines attached to the group, they support everyone's life to live in whichever way they feel most comfortable.
There also seems to be an overlap for some. They have many LGBTQ members in their organization, and their mission is to provide a community for atheists, agnostics, and free thinkers through discussion, constructive activism, education, and philanthropy.
Next, we have Edmonton's Next Gen Initiative. They're a group of volunteers working together to create a city that attracts and gives voice to the next generation by connecting people, places, communities, and ideas.
Their committee consists of 17 members, 8 community leaders, 8 civic leaders, Councillor Andrew Knack, and the Next Gen coordinator that lead a number of working groups that organize and coordinate every initiative. They're also helping us to create 60 volunteer groups throughout the community.
Let's find out more about Next Gen because Vanity has one of their members standing by right now for a chat.
Hi guys, I'm with Amy and she is here representing Next Gen here in Edmonton. The booth wants to know a little bit about what Next Gen does here in our city.
Sure, so we're a City of Edmonton initiative. It's for basically the next generation of political people, for youth in the city, just looking to get involved, have their voices heard, and basically just have a good time.
Have a good time and make sure our future's in good hands, right? Thanks, Amy. Have a great day. Back to you guys.
Amy McBain with the big balloon. Beach volleyball, love. We have some love on this truck. Who is this? What do we have here? Is this the Holy Spirit Lutheran Church?
I don't know. The number conflicts with my Bible here.
Well, either way, we are all loved by God. So a great message to send. We had the agnostics earlier, the atheists, and now we have another church. And once again, everyone is supporting Pride, no matter what the belief system. I think the main message today is that we all believe that everyone should be supported, treated equally, and be allowed to feel their whole selves, no matter where they are.
It's kind of amazing to see the range of ideologies and belief systems that are present here today.
All means all. The messages that are being permeated throughout the streets of Edmonton. So fabulous. Fabulous in every single way. The Holy Spirit Lutheran Church. Yes, that's who we're looking at. And the kids in the crowd still keeping up their arms. It's a good workout, waving over and over. Yeah.
It's 2 solid hours of waiting.
That little boy there is having a blast, and he is so happy that the church has come out today. Oh, hello.
This must be
acrobatics.
Aradia Fitness. Aradia Fitness?
Aradia.
I'm not sure how to... Aradia, thank you.
Well, either way, they're climbing that pole with perfection.
Holy
Look at
cow.
that. Those are some strong thighs on those girls.
Okay, my abdominal muscles are
Can
hurting.
you do that?
No, I can't do that. I don't care
Maybe
how good I am at choreography.
let's get you out there onto that float and see what you're made of.
You would love that, wouldn't you?
I would, and I think.
See, you look like you're actually built for something like that. You could totally do that.
Possibly, I don't know. I think it's a little slippery for me to be practicing on a sweaty day like this in the middle of a parade.
Aradia Fitness specializes
yes.
in pole fitness classes and bachelorette parties. They have 4 locations around the city, and they're a fully inclusive fitness location.
Well, I hope so. Fully inclusive, and you don't need a lot of clothes to participate. They have many LGBTQ staff and students, and they feel strongly about supporting this event. And Jordan is on the street now. She has an interview. I believe we're going to be chatting with someone with a bebe in arms.
I have some kids here. I have Jacob and Luca, and then just a bunch of cute faces, to be honest. I'm not exactly sure. I'm curious, what's your favorite part about today?
I don't know.
You're having a good time?
Everything.
Yeah. And what's your favorite part?
I liked the part when the ETS came.
All right, guys, so what we're going to do for the camera is we're going to wave our flags and show our support. So everyone look at the camera and wave your flags and wave. Thanks, guys. Back to you, Dana.
Thanks, Jordan. So, you know what? It's funny because we have Bianca Jade, one of our producers, on the sides, and she said that Jordan was coming up, and she gave me the symbol of rockabye baby. So, not babies in arms, but some of our young supporters.
That was the best.
Darren is having a great time
I lost
laughing
it. That was
at
the
me.
best interview ever. What was your
Yes.
favorite part? I don't know.
Do you know what? Did you hear what he said? The Edmonton Transit.
Yeah,
float
well, you
was
know,
his
see, I
favorite
liked the
part.
bus when I was a kid too.
He remembered.
Here we have the Altview Foundation. Their mission is to build diverse pro-queer and pro-trans communities in Alberta through advocacy, education, empowerment, collaboration, and the arts.
As a queer and trans-serving organization, and in order to be visible and accessible to their participants, they are having a presence in the parade today. And look at that bus. I wonder
Oh, that's beautiful, eh?
where do you drive? Is that been seen around town?
I don't know.
In those rainbow colors?
I would totally drive that around
Totally,
town.
exactly. But I'm curious if I can rent it after for our after party.
Absolutely. You'd be like the Partridge Family.
Yeah, we'll get our Shot TV crew on the rainbow bus and have a blast driving around town and continuing the party.
I always knew you had a road band in you.
I am a party animal, especially when there are rainbows involved. With this amount of energy,
What's
we're going to
this
be high
float?
all day. Well, Darren.
That's amazing.
That is a great question. Who are we looking at?
I think this is, I'm going to say, is this the Gateway Chorus? No, it's...
We're trying to read the bus, and it is...
Oh, it's an arts and music festival.
The Astral
Harvest. There we go.
The Astral Harvest is a celebration of music, art, knowledge, community, and the human experience. Their communities are similar and overlapping, and they have similar aims and approaches in terms of collaboration and expression being the focus of the spaces that they create. This year they have chosen the following verbs to describe the spaces that they have created and are offering at the festival. Listen and dance, learn and create, move and flow, step into fantasy, play, eat, and shop and explore. I love it.
Oh my goodness, look at this shot of the big,
You guys,
the huge crowd.
Can you believe it, Darren? This is the end of the parade.
That's amazing.
Oh my goodness, the sea of people here in Edmonton
Okay,
have
I
flooded
gotta
the
say,
old Strathcona streets.
at my age, it's easy to get a little jaded about Pride celebrations, but when you see something like this, when you see this
That's an
many
emotional
people,
shot.
all with this, look at the bubbles and the
Bubbles.
flags and just the sea of humanity that are all supporting the same thing, which is equality for everybody. It's pretty moving, actually.
Well, once again, if you have been watching the parade with us today, we are going to continue to be re-airing the parade on Shot TV every day for the next week at 2 and 8 p.m. So if you weren't able to catch it live, or you were here in live action, you can relive all of this energy and enthusiasm
Exactly.
every day for the next week, 2 and 8 p.m.
Set your
on Shot
PVR.
TV. Yes, please. Set
And you
your
can watch it
PVR.
over and over and over again.
And why not? Why not just save it for all year? So when January rolls around and you need something to brighten your winter days, hey, let's celebrate with rainbows.
This is a beautiful closing shot. I can't believe all the sea of humanity sort of rushing in behind the last floats there. Amazing.
Dive into Pride. You can follow us at Shot TV EDM. We're going to be reposting a bunch of stuff over the next week of our memorable experience here at the 2016 Edmonton Pride Parade Festival.
This has been a memorable one.
Darren, high five.
Oh my God. That was so much fun. Thank you for being here with me. That was awesome.
I can't believe it's over. Well, once again, thank you so much for joining us here on Shot TV for our coverage of the 2016 Edmonton Pride Parade Festival. We've had an absolute blast. Once again, we are celebrating what in our community, Darren?
Pride. Pride, equality, pride, and togetherness. Get out there, get involved in some of the events this year. There's no excuse. It's happening all around you. Everyone is a part of it.
Remember to support everyone in the community, be inclusive, and to always make sure that you are being your whole self. My favorite takeaway phrase of this parade. From your hosts, Darren
and Dana.
We've had a blast. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
See you guys later.